NAFDAC has initiated the enforcement of the ban on the importation, manufacture, distribution, sale and use of alcoholic beverages in sachets. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has initiated the enforcement of the ban on the importation, manufacture, distribution, sale and use of alcoholic beverages in sachets, PET, and glass bottles of 200 ml and below. NAFDAC's Director General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, announced the enforcement actions commenced nationwide on February 1, 2024, following the expiration of the window period given to manufacturers. The ban aims to curb the negative impact of alcohol consumption, especially among vulnerable groups like underage individuals and commercial vehicle drivers. Manufacturers found in violation may face prosecution and other regulatory measures. At number 2, Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu concluded discussions with the China Railway Rolling Stock Corporation in Dalian, China, for the purchase of rolling stock for the blue and red rail lines in the state. The governor expressed commitment to reducing traffic congestions in Lagos and urged the corporation to deliver additional rolling stock for the red and blue lines before the end of the year. The company assured the governor that the new rolling stock would be delivered in December and emphasized their commitment to continuous partnership with Lagos State in rail transportation. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated that the president is expected to flag off the red line in the last week of February. At number 3, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has discovered invalid foreign overdue claims amounting to $2.4 billion, following an audit by consultant Deloitte. Central Bank Governor Olayemi Cardoso on Monday said the findings revealed that a significant portion of the $7 billion backlog of unmet dollar demand from investors and currency users was invalid, with issues such as lack of valid import documents and non-existent entities. The CBN has initiated enforcement actions and stated that those with invalid claims would not receive any compensation. The currency market has been under pressure due to unmet obligations, contributing to Naira's continuous depreciation. At number 4, youth and women in Niger State took to the streets of Minna to protest against what they perceive as the growing economic hardship and rising cost of living in the country. The protest started with women blocking Minna Bida Road at the popular Bakungu roundabout, later joined by men and youth expressing their grievances against the government. The protesters lamented the worsening economic conditions and called on the federal government to take action to alleviate the hardship faced by Nigerians. Despite police attempts to quell the protest, the demonstrators continued and tear gas was used to disperse them. The Niger State Command spokesman, Wasiu Abiodun, who reacted to the protest, said the police had to apply minimum force to disperse the protesters. At number 5, operatives of the Lagos State Police Command have launched a manhunt for the buyer of a baby stolen by a house help in the Sanwo-Olu area of the state. The State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, confirmed on Monday that a buyer abandoned the baby as the police dragnet closed in on him. Hundeyin stated that the baby has been rescued, positively identified, and handed over to her parents. The house help confessed to selling the baby for 800,000 naira, and the police are now working on the case. At number 6, the Federal Capital Territory Administration has granted operational licenses to ride-hailing companies, Bolt and Niroxy, to provide on-demand transportation and delivery services in the FCT. This move is part of efforts to regulate and improve e-ride-hailing operations, enhancing service excellence and ensuring compliance with registration requirements. The Transport Secretariat said other ride-hailing services have been urged to initiate licensing processes to avoid potential bans. The FCTA aims to enforce regulations and clamp down on unlicensed operators in the region to enhance security and oversight. At number 7, the Acting Director General of the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, Chris Najomo, has issued a warning to domestic airlines over frequent delays, flight disruptions, and schedule changes without adequate notice to passengers. Najomo emphasized the need for airlines to improve their services and match their flight schedules with the number of serviceable aircraft. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Regulations, Part 19, requires airlines to fulfill their obligations to passengers, and the NCAA will enforce sanctions against violators. The airlines present committed to addressing the issues raised and making necessary adjustments. At number 8, the Nigerian Air Force NAF is set to induct its newly acquired T-129 ATAK helicopters and King Air 360i aircraft on February 6, 2024 at the NAF base in Makurdi, Benue State. The induction ceremony will be performed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima. The addition of this aircraft is expected to significantly enhance Nigeria's national defense capability as the country addresses various security challenges. At number 9, the government of Senegal has temporarily cut mobile internet in the country following protests against President Macky Sall's decision to indefinitely postpone the presidential election. Communications Minister Musa Bokar Thiam cited the need to prevent the spread of hateful and subversive messages on social networks amid threats to public order. President Sall's decision to postpone the election, initially set for February 25th, has led to disagreements between the National Assembly and Constitutional Court. Opposition figures, including former Prime Minister Aminata Toure, have criticized the postponement, leading to protests. Finally, at number 10, Canadian authorities have extended the ban on foreign ownership of houses for an additional 2 years, now set to expire on January 1, 2027, instead of the initial January 1, 2025 deadline. This extension aims to address Canada's housing affordability crisis. The move prohibits non-Canadian citizens, including Nigerians, from owning residential property in Canada. Canada's Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland, says the government is focused on making housing more accessible to Canadians and preventing homes from becoming a speculative financial asset. Critics argue that previous policies have shown limited success in improving housing conditions as mortgage prices remain high in many cities. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.